What's poppin', y'all? One of the most justifiably hated streamers in the game, Nina Lynn, who's already got one legitimate essay under her belt and was banned on Twitch for a day, then unbanned, and then rebanned for a week after it blew up again. She recently just had another altercation that people were not too fond of. And this just happened to be in New York City, her home city, her hometown, and it was with a taxi driver. And I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now, and some people are defending this, but I'm not gonna defend this.
Here, maybe I'll take the wrapper off for them. This kind of crazy, I ain't gonna lie. That looks crazy. Hello, open it. Your tea.
No.
Wait, my hand. Yo, what the f is Yo, what the f is wrong with you, bro? Are you Yo, he's dead about to put my hand in that bro. Yo, you might be bro. Are you good in the head? Stupid bum. Come out the car. Nah, Dad, come out the car. Come out the car. Nah, that Yo, bro, come out the car, bro. Come out the car. Come around. Come out the car. Come out the car. Pull up. Hey. Pull up the car. Come out the car, bro. What's wrong with your Do something. What's wrong with your
So here off rip, we need some context, because some people, they're like, yo, I could understand why she would be so upset. The driver was raising the window on her hand, like that could have actually really harmed her. That's what people are thinking off rip. Some people that are defending her. Now, there's two camps. The people that are going to try to take this logically, that would come up with this defense, and the people that just hate her no matter what, and they're going to find a reason. If there is a reason that they can find to hate on her, they will. And she is hate farmed right now. But the reason why I'm disagreeing with this take is because they had to hail the cab, right? The cab driver, he's looking at his rear view mirrors, or the side mirrors, where he can see them coming. We're seeing the video. What we're not seeing is the cameraman. So the taxi driver, keep in mind, there's a lot of crazy, and in any major city in the US, there are a lot of crazy people. Not to mention New York City, not to mention a taxi driver, especially if he had been doing this for a very long time. There's a bit of paranoia that comes over them. I'll share with you guys a personal story, actually. There was, when I remember my mom telling me this story. I don't remember. I don't even think I was born when this happened. I don't even know. But there was a friend of hers had a daughter that was really, really young, maybe like 3 or 4 years old, and she did not have a father. Now, what the hell happened to the father? Well, the father was a taxi driver. Actually, it was his first day as a New York City yellow taxi cab driver. It was his first day on the job, and this is back then. So this is before you could pay with credit cards. This is at a time when a lot of it was cash based, which meant that taxi cab, and I think this was in the 90s, maybe late 90s. This was when there was people were robbing taxi drivers. So the driver, it's his first day on the job, and two individuals get into the back of his car. They get into the back of his car. Now, the back of the car, there's this gap where there is a glass. It's a very hard plastic that you can either close or open. And there's just like a window that's open that the person could like talk through. So what happens is these guys sit down and they tell the guy to cough up all of his bread. So they pull out the blick and they're like, yo, give us everything you got. Well, the guy had nothing. He had just started his shift. He didn't have a dollar of cash. This was the first ride that he was going to take. What happened? They blew his brains out. Yeah, it was done. It was that was over. His life was over. The lady now had to figure out a situation. I think she was an immigrant too. So now she had to figure out a situation how to raise her daughter for the rest of her life with no dad, because on the first day of the dad's job, the guy got sent upstairs. That's what taxi drivers are dealing with in terms of, like, that's the worst case of it, of course, but there's paranoia. So keep in mind, now everybody's scrolling social media, or scrolling TikTok, Facebook, whatever. And what are you going to come across? You're going to come across some sort of public content with crazy things happening. People throwing stuff at each other, people hitting each other and running. When you see someone now with a camera on the street, it's not the same thing as when you saw someone with a camera on the street during Kasim G, California on video videos 10, 15 years ago. People are like, oh, that's interesting. There's a camera there. Like, what are these people doing? Now you know what people are doing. Like the general public, they know. And they're more on edge than they were curious back then. And a positive curiosity back in the day. But this goes into a whole, I can go on a whole tirade about this, but you guys don't care about that. So her coming there with, and then telling him to turn it down or bring the window down. He's probably like, okay, what is she going to say? And then her sticking her hand in, yeah, he's going to throw it up. Like he doesn't know if you're going to throw that at him. Like who the hell just goes up to someone and just hands them something? Especially like you're either get in the car, you get in the back, or you get in the front and sit down. But for her to stick it out, and then the way that she crashes out just goes to show, I don't know if this is streaming personality, but no, this chick grew up in New York City. She should know this. So they're probably, she's not even thinking. She's just thinking, why the hell would he do this? She's not, I don't think she's not capable. Otherwise, she wouldn't have made the mistakes that she's made in her career thus far. She's not thinking, oh, whoa, like I shouldn't do this. Or, oh, damn, like he was just, maybe he thought I was trying to attack him or something. Because he sees the camera, he's probably thinking, oh, she's trying to do something to me. And you know what the worst part about this is? The worst part is when she's got the nerve to tell the person to come out the car. Telling a grown man to come out the car. This is the thing. It's like, if you get what you asked for, which is the guy coming out of the car, what are you going to do? This isn't her little brother that she was beaten to senselessly, that CPS had to be called, that she bragged about doing that. No, this is a grown man that her life would be over if this grown man wanted it to be. Like either she's dumb or she doesn't realize the strength difference, or she thinks people are going to like come to her defense or something, which they probably would. But in this scenario, yeah, this chick is like trying to play this game where, oh man, I'm so tough. Man, if that man comes, he could be 60 years old. He is ending her. He's laying her flat on the side. What is that? Grand Central Station? It looks like Grand Central Station. I don't know if that's 42nd Street though. Yeah, no, it is. It's next to 1 Vanderbilt, I'm pretty sure. So he would be laying her out right there. There would have to be another NYU Langone Center. They would have to take her over there. And this is just irritating because how do you always have these type of moments? Like she would have turned feminine. If this guy like socked her out, that deep voice would have dropped. She would have been sounding high pitched. It would have been sounding like freaking Tinkerbell. Is that the person with the high pitched voice? No, Tinkerbell is from Peter Pan. Yeah, she would have been sounding like Michael Jackson. She would have been sending Michael Jackson screeches out there from this incident if the guy actually came out and was angry enough and crazy enough to just sock her out. And this is just unfortunate. Like it's people getting dealt with in this manner. And this is the thing. If this was the only clip that had come out of this individual, Nina Lynn, I think the majority of people would have been on her side because they wouldn't have put it through their mind of like, okay, this is what a usual driver in a major city like this has to deal with, and they're a little bit paranoid. But after seeing her history and how much of a public nuisance she has been, and also how violent she has been, and also how there is completely a lack of accountability in every regard for anything that she has ever done in the past, you just start to look at it and think, you know what? This is just another one. She's just doing it again. I'm just gonna be sitting here waiting for the next moment on what's gonna get her banned again, because she will do something else. She cannot control herself. It's evident. I mean, I'm gonna play you guys this clip right now of her talking about why she's not involved with anybody.
You guys ask me, well, Nina, why you not date? Nina, why you don't have boyfriend? Nina, why you never have boyfriend? Nina, why don't you talk to someone? Because this is what happens when I like you. I will go to jail. I will go to jail. Okay? I will go to jail. Because if I like you, it's done. By any means, anything will happen. By any means. I will see you. My love is too hard. My love is too hard.
So here, usually I would just take this as a joke. Okay, this person's playing it up for content. But from the behavior we've seen her exhibit with people she's not even interested in, people that she barely knows, people that she may be cordial with, potential colleagues, right? Like acquaintances in work-related things. Imagine somebody that she actually likes and cares about. Yeah, that is terrifying, actually. So this person is a nutcase. And that's why I think that can make her a star. Like, you have to be a little bit off your rocker to be doing IRL streaming consistently as well. or to be able to compete in IRL streaming right now, because there were normal IRL streamers back in the day. Now though, to compete, yeah, you got to be a little bit out there, and this individual is completely out there. That's why I think she's a star. She's entertaining. So let's not mince words here. But is it an entertaining that I am going to watch consistently? No, but there got to be people that mess with this, because I see her consistently growing as of late. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.